All right, viewers, more news coming in from the Middle East. The Israeli army has reported detecting a projectile fired from Gaza, coinciding with the second anniversary of the October 7th attack in 2023. Injuries were, however, reported. Sirens sounded in the border areas as precautions were taken. Meanwhile, in separate developments, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke with Russian President Vladimir Putin on a phone call to discuss the situation in the Middle East, including US President Donald Trump's proposal to end the Gaza conflict. The two leaders also discussed the Iranian nuclear program and regional stabilization in Syria. With us on the broadcast is Mr. Ali Mohammed Abushbak, independent Palestinian researcher, joining us from Cairo in Egypt. Thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX World. Firstly, I'd like to address what exactly the activists aboard the global Sumud flotilla have now been alleging, whether from Brazil, whether from Turkey, or even Greta Thunberg from Sweden. They've all alleged mistreatment in Israeli jails. They've said that the jails were overcrowded, and in fact, the Israeli military, the Navy in particular, came and seized all the aid, including water and baby food, that was meant to be given to Palestinians in Gaza who are suffering a famine as per the United Nations. Do you think their countries should move against Israel in the international court, and whether this will in fact take place, since, as they've put forth, international law has been violated?
Thank you for having me. The thing is about the activist flotilla Sumud. According to media report, they are insulted in Israeli jails and prisons. So it was a terrible situation for them and mentally disturbed. And several of media reported that how much Israel dehumanizing the activists, and according to them, also Israel intercept them in international water, so that's violated the international law and the principle of the international law and the moral. So I guess now yesterday they are the day before yesterday, Spain, they are deciding to go to the court and also give a punishment for Israel, because as you know, Israel is acting impunity, and as there is above of the international law and the moral of the humanitarian right. So the thing is nowadays make it more tough, and what I'm afraid of, next time it will happen again and again, because Israel continuously intercept the flotilla and the advocacy of a flotilla in international water. So that created the situation more incredible, and that's, I mean, exacerbated the situation on the ground and the relationship with Israel. There is a wave, outrage wave, I mean, the world, and there is a several of a protest against the Israelis' action, against the I mean, with regard the flotilla and the activists that's created, I mean, impacted the Israeli reputation in entire the international audience. Nowadays, Israel in tough place with regard its reputation, and also that's we have seen a several of footage how much the people and the international the public opinion, they are lambasting Israel's active and lambasting the Israelis politician. We have seen a several of footage that released that Israelis minister, they are insulting the activists in jail, and they are going through to code them in Israeli's code, which is considered illegal. So these civilians, they are not, they didn't pose any danger or attack to Israel. So Israel has no any justify for keep them or hold them in Israeli jail or insulting them. Especially they are civilians, they are unarmed, so they didn't pose any danger to Israel. I mean, now the international, the public opinion, there is an outrage wave. I mean, on the ground, we have seen a several of protests in several of countries. They are supporting the flotilla and supporting the activists. So in Netherlands, it was unrepresented protest in Netherlands and in Australia, in Sweden, and in several of countries that it was unprecedented protest, and it was a massive protest. Nowadays, we are in the second anniversary of this attack. The civilians on the ground, the civilian Gazan civilians, they are shelterless. They are without any tent. So that the winter is coming, and the harsh winter is coming in Gaza because it's a coastal area. So that will create the humanitarian situation. I mean, incredible and crisis. It will exacerbate it more and more. Especially there is a lack of food, there is a lack of medicine, there is a lack of essential element of the life or everything. So I was talking to several of civilians on the ground. They are asking for tent. They are sleeping on the ground without any shelter, without any home, without any tent, even sleep on the I mean on the street, so without anything. So that's make it more incredible, and the situation is can't believe. Uh, yes.
Indeed, sir, I request you to stay on with us. We're tracking some other really important